Talk about an emotional film for me, because it really transported me back, standing in my grandma's kitchen, 5 years old, you know, just kind of peeking over the counter, seeing what's going on. And then she would pull me in, and then we would end up making kolaches. I'm Czech.
Yeah.
And so rolling that out, you know, rolling out the dough and everything.
Yes.
Did you have those feelings when you're on set, like those little flashback memories as a kid?
Oh, completely. I think, you know, Steven Chbosky, the director, did a great job of creating that feeling that's so universal when you're younger like that, and so many different kinds of family moments are centered around food.
Yeah.
And so the time and the preparation and the anticipation and the, you know, it gets very blurred with the emotions and the feelings of the event.
Did you get to go to Enoteca Maria and meet Joe?
I did, yeah. Me and Joe Manganiello, who plays Bruno, we got to go down there and meet the real life guys, and they were terrific, and the restaurant was so amazing. And the one thing what was interesting about the real Joe was that how focused he really was on the experience. Because we would ask him questions, and he was less interested in sort of franchising or monetizing. He was more excited about the next idea or the next experience that he could create for people. And I think that was such a unique idea, to create an atmosphere to honor these grandmas. You know, who doesn't love their grandma? And to have a restaurant that really, you know, creates that feeling and is so unique.
I was gonna ask, like, how does he bring that family feeling across? Like, because a lot of times we go to restaurants, it's very like, it's in and out, you take your order and stuff like that.
Sure.
But what sets that place apart different to where it really does feel like family?
You know, I think knowing that it's a grandmother in the back cooking. It's not, you know, just any chef, but it's a grandmother. So you know that it's a lady that is sharing something she's done for a lifetime. That's, you know, her family, her history. And so it creates that feeling in the restaurant. And then, of course, I don't know if you've seen the clips or stuff, but you'll have the women come out to, you know, applause and just celebrating.
Oh, so they actually do that in real life?
Yes, celebrating or have done it, yes.
Yeah.
So they're just celebrating that love that's so special from grandmothers and, you know, these women that have fed and loved and taken care of families.
Do you cook? You seem like a guy that would cook.
I enjoy, you know, I'm not a great cook by any stretch of the imagination. I had done more when I was younger, but I enjoy
I was wondering if you
meal in food, and I like it when the time is taken and it's done that way. So that part of it I really do enjoy, but I don't cook as often.
You haven't taken like any of your old
I have
recipes?
taken classes.
Okay, classes.
Yeah, I have. I did some preparation for this, and I have done some. I just did a great thing. I was in Italy with my family, and we were in Florence, and we did a cooking class together. We made a pasta and a pizza, my wife and my kids, and that was, you know, just to share that experience, I think, with your family when you do something and create it and everyone participates.
We had an old school do it where we had to like cut it with a knife. We didn't have the pasta, you know, roller or whatever, so you literally had to like earn it, you know, going through it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But man, phenomenal film, like I was saying, like it really brought it back. And even though my grandma passed away a few years ago, we've been continuing the tradition with my aunts. And so we've been continuing making kolaches and all these other, you know, recipes that we all grew up with. So.
Yeah, and it's how we keep them alive. You know, they're so much a part of us. And when you have those kind of events, they're there with you in a way, and you know the love they gave you is there with you.
I feel like there's spirits there.
100%.
We're there. We're trying to figure out, like, is it 3 handfuls or 4 handfuls? So.
Only on the Backstage Experience.